There's more Nintendo Switch 2 news, and it's kind of, I'm going to be honest, a bit bizarre. It feels like the Nintendo PR department may have been drinking, because they have confirmed some key things that we already found out from them only a couple of weeks ago. Maybe they just wanted to respond to some of the questions that are being thrown around, because there were quite a lot of questions that came up from Nintendo's announcement about the Switch 2. Or maybe it's just to get idiots like me to continue to talk about the Switch 2, because it was yet again trending on Twitter, or X, whatever it's called now. Firstly, they wanted to confirm that there will be no delay to the launch date, which is, well, it's a funny thing to say, isn't it, when there's not been actually a launch date set. So there's no public launch date, but they want you to know that they are sticking to their plan and that there'll be no delay to that unannounced launch date. Yeah. Who knows what they actually meant by that? It's a bit weird, but whatever it is, it seems like they've got a plan and they're sticking to it. They're just not going to let you know what it is. They also wanted to confirm that the Nintendo Direct that is focusing on the specific details of the Switch 2 is confirmed for April the 2nd, which we already knew from the Switch 2 announcement, which was only a couple of weeks ago. So I don't really understand why they've said this. Looking at the internet today, all of the major gaming publications were keen to publish this as a headline. Nintendo Switch Direct confirmed for April the 2nd with Switch 2 details. And I'm kind of thinking, well, we already knew this. Why are we getting more confirmation from this? Are we just talking about it because it's something to talk about? Or did they not tell us this? Did they imagine it? Did I imagine it even? Or maybe I'm some kind of time traveler, or I'm psychic. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of spun me out a bit, if I'm honest. But anyway, they confirmed that the Nintendo Direct is happening April 2nd for the Switch 2 details. I'm sure we already knew that, but there it is again anyway. And also, whilst we're talking about the Switch 2, the Nintendo president, let me butcher his name quickly, Shuntaro Furukawa. I don't know. I'm trying to get the Japanese right. I'm sorry. That's the second thing I've messed up in this video. He was talking to press in Japan, and he wanted to stress how Nintendo are working to fight the scalping problem that's inevitably going to happen with the Switch 2, saying that Nintendo are, and I quote this, taking all possible measures to combat the scalping of the Switch 2 at launch. So I don't know how they're planning on to do that. Maybe it's Nintendo Ninjas. Maybe this is the confirmation of Nintendo Ninjas. Maybe, I've got it. Maybe they're going to take their copyright team and hunt down people that are scalping. Seriously, I don't actually know how they plan on combating the scalping, bar ensuring there's a huge supply of Switch 2s, more than there is demand for it, which is never really the case, or selling direct to consumers only on their website or something like that, or just to Nintendo account holders. But again, I feel like that's really unlikely when you consider the amount of retailers, like high street retailers, that are going to want to get hands-on with this and sell it. So really only leaves two possibilities, and that is the copyright ninjas or Emmy, and that's just going to hunt you down and kill you in a Metroid Dread terrifying fashion. Wow, AJ, wasn't that an interesting news story? Yes, it was. Do you know what I fancy doing? What's that? Talking to myself in the corner of the room. No, going to watch the full news video. It's linked above my shoulder. You should click on it, watch it, and then leave a little comment underneath telling me how much you enjoyed this week's news. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it's going to be great. I'll see you there.